Just got my Vroom 2017 Chevy Volt Premium or Premier with Confident Package 1 and 2. I shopped and shopped, could not figure out if this had adaptive cruise control. Still don't know until I bought it. I finally found an article that says how to tell. There's a smooth grille around the Chevy emblem on the front on the ones with adaptive cruise control. So I paid a little higher than I wanted for this car, mainly I guess just because it's got very low miles. I've been driving a Ford Fusion Energi for a long time now. I've had a 13, which was my favorite, just seemed like the best model of the car that I had. A 16, which I got from Vroom also. Texas Direct Auto more specifically is the one who sold it, but Vroom is the one who handles complaints and delivers it and financing. And then I traded that one for a 2014, a red one, which was a very nice car, but the battery seemed to die super quickly. So I can tell from driving this already that the battery lasts much longer in this car. But I did want to talk about a little bit of the sacrifice between a Ford Fusion Energi Titanium loaded and this car supposedly loaded. I said this one is missing the adaptive cruise control, but what I'm also missing is, first of all, this car is much smaller, even though you do have a larger trunk area in the back to kind of store stuff, which I do appreciate because the Energi has a very tiny trunk due to the battery being located in it. The technology in this car is much more updated, although I don't know if it's worth the huge difference I paid. But that's okay, it's a newer car, which is the majority of it. So this has a nice leather heated steering wheel, which is soft and gets warm all the way around. The heated seats, premium leather, front and back, which I actually do like the seats in this car. Very nice, very soft, comfortable leather. All heated. Has a lot more economical features for driving a battery car. For one, you can choose between the regular or normal drive, sport drive, mountain drive, and a hold, which is saving battery. Although it doesn't have an EV only drive, it just has a normal, which I'm assuming is EV only for the most part. So I'll go by the other car here in just a second. I'm just now getting to the house and we're going to check out the difference in that one. Vroom ships the car directly to your house, which is nice, for $5.99, and made me a fair trade on my other car. They gave me $10,000 on my Energi, but that car is actually completely worth it when I consider the difference between these two vehicles. Just a little bit higher mileage, about 60,000 miles are on that car. This one has 25, but this one has the tire monitoring, the direct air gauges here so you can see them, which I actually do like that feature. That's always kind of cool. But the other one does have a low tire pressure warning, whatever, which works just fine. But it has bigger tires. This one makes some cool noises. You hear that when you turn it off, turn it on and stuff. You hear that power up noise. It's just neat stuff. But it has this interior lighting in the doors. I don't know if you can see that. At night, it's actually really cool. It goes all the way through the door. Like I said, this came with everything but adaptive cruise control. I don't know if there is one, but I swore I saw one that does have a power sunroof, but that's weight and stuff, so I guess they tried to do that. And I thought a power seat, so there's some more sacrifices. What I don't miss about the Energi are those three stupid buttons right here, which I'll show you in just a second. It's the fuel, it's the gas, the energy mode, and all that, versus these are right here, which are not nearly as bad about hitting them. Glove box is a little smaller, and that's because the battery goes right through the center of this, but it's not tiny. It's actually pretty good. When the doors and lights turn off, there's a little light down here that turns on, which is a nice feature. So that was not in the other car. Again, this will mainly be space, since the Ford Fusion Energi was designed as a luxury car and not as a battery car, as an EV. They made this car a lot more light and efficient. It's also much smaller. So I said smaller glove box. All the door pockets are smaller. Both sides are smaller. In fact, the back doors don't even have a door pocket, which is a big difference. And here's the trunk area, like I said. So there is a lot more trunk area. Maybe I won't go a lot more, but there is more trunk area for a smaller vehicle. So this one came with the premium mats from Chevrolet, which was nice. The heated seats in the back, and you have a lighter adapter, just like both cars. So I use this little middle seat because after watching a couple of videos, that seat is actually tiny. I just used it for the car seat, which seems to work okay. It is a short car if you're sitting in the back seat. Like I said, I'm 5'10". When you're sitting back here, my head almost hits the roof. So not nearly as roomy as the Titanium. Here's the grille I'm talking about. If you want to know if the car has adaptive cruise control, there is a smooth square around this emblem on it. That one will have adaptive cruise control. So when I bought this car, I didn't find that out until too late. So actually didn't get that feature and thought I had paid for it. Wheels are nice. I believe this is pretty much the standard wheel on all the cars. Charge port, pretty simple on all of them. Some of the newer ones have a light up symbol around it, but this one does not. Second time ordering a car from Vroom. First time, I was missing my standard charge cable, which is supposed to be, the other one's under the trunk bed. I can show you that, but this is just something I put in here, booster cables. But there wasn't a charge cord in this one either, so I'm gonna have to contact them about that and have them ship it to me. But the first car I ordered was missing a charge cable. It was also missing the it was also missing the navigation chip. It was had a few different scratches in the paint, and a few other little things. Like I said, I had a few problems. It had some weird piece in the trunk that I had no idea what it went to. Had a hitch on the car that I didn't even know was on the car. Sort of a problem when you order a vehicle online is you can't see it, so there's no way to know what's actually going on completely. We're gonna walk to the other car now.
I just need to. I'm going to walk to the other car.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. You wanna walk with me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's walk.
I don't see a car.
Well, we're going to.
You.
Mine. I didn't plan this out too convenient. I don't know how to crop my videos very well, so be a little bit of a extra recording in here. Walking up to the 2014 Ford Fusion Energi Titanium. This one is loaded. The only thing this one doesn't have on it is the heated steering wheel, which I had on the previous one, but I didn't have the vented seats. And as far as I noticed on the Volt, they don't offer vented seats. So as you can see, this is a full-size Fusion. This is a full-size sedan. It has bigger tires, actually, maybe the same size, but they look bigger.
It's your car.
Seats are all power. They're all leather, all power seats, multifunctional, up and down, multi-directional seats. Like I said, these two buttons were always kind of annoying in this car, but this is a great car. Has 16 miles on the battery right now. It's supposed to go up to 21, but I think it's losing some efficiency. It's 14 years old. Back seat is much bigger. A full 3 seats, as you can tell. This also has the adaptive cruise control, lane assist, lane keeping assist, all the premium features. A sunroof, power sunroof, has the bigger glove box double set. It has the sunglass storage and everything above it. You also have full-size pockets in all the doors, not just in the 2 front ones, which were actually smaller. The trunk is smaller, so, but not too much. Like I said, the only thing, you're losing this whole back area with the battery, but it's still not tiny. It holds about the same. Also has the capless speed gas spiller, which is kind of nice. The other one doesn't have that either. And another feature you lose that I actually do like is this, the light up keypad on the door so you can put a code in. I almost never carried keys. I just used the keypad exclusively. Just left the keys in the car. So just hold the 8 and 9 to lock it. Okay, just missing it. If you miss it, it doesn't work. So, and then you light it up. I'm gonna move away for this, but unlock it, and you never had to have the keys. Like I said, that was actually a cool feature. I just left the keys in the car full time. And there's a tow away, like I said, here in the glove box. You can keep your key fob. It actually goes there. It's meant for it. But like I said, a little bit bigger here as well. I had put custom floor mats in here as well. This is a nice car. So the newer ones are even nicer. They have a little more range, but still not very much range. You're looking at 25 miles maybe. I don't even know what the new ones get, but it's not very far. This one I drive down the road, I'm halfway out of battery before I get to town. So that's the main difference. I'll contact Vroom about that charger cable, and they should resolve it. They're actually a pretty good company. They're very efficient in buying. The whole buying process went very well, but the guy selling you the car doesn't see the car. He isn't on the lot. He's in an office, and they sell for multiple lots. So I actually put a bid on it on eBay, which some cool things he did, I'll just mention. I still think I should have paid. I actually probably could have got a little bit better price, but he dropped it to the reserve price because I had bid a $19,000 bid on it, and didn't want to wait 6 days. He said he would do it at the reserve price, which was $20,040. And then he also bumped my trade up from $9,500, which is what they initially offered me, to a $10,000, which was cool. It's kind of saved for the shipping. And then he matched the interest rate with my local TVA credit union with Capital One. He was able to get them to bump my interest rate down to 4.25% versus 4.5%, which is actually still kind of high. But right now, that's what all the rates are at. I have great credit, and nobody would do it lower right now. So this is a car. It's called Pepper Dust Metallic, which looks completely different online. In the night, it looks this color. During the day, it looks completely silver. But it's a nice car. All right, good luck with yours.